Welcome back to Dawn Patrol. We are joined by a couple of the tour's old dogs, Joel Parkinson and Kai Otton. Joel, the reason we got you on the show is obviously there's a world title showdown unfolding, but for you two guys, there's something bigger at stake here, something huge. What is it?
Well, a few months ago, I mean, Kai was in front of me, giving me a bit of crap about her on the ratings. So to inspire us both and get us kind of moving along, we said we'd come up with a bet at the end of the year, whoever finished higher in the ratings. And we've been travelling together all year and staying together, so kind of just a bit of a push along. And now it just happens to be round 3. Me and old mate here are
Couldn't be better.
Yeah, it's a showdown. This is bigger than the world title, you know, this heat.
All the boys, especially the Australian crew, are pretty invested in this battle. What's everyone's feeling? Who are they backing?
Me, of course, because it's West Swell.
Are you kidding?
It's gonna
Well, backdoor works good, all right. So the West Swell, it'll be fine.
He even tried to snake me to sit here. He wanted to sit close to you, and he tried to get the inside. It was like, he was trying to vibe me already.
I thought I was going to have to do the Dana White and sit between you guys, but we saw your Instagram post today, and well, the loser has to post 5 photos, is that right, on Instagram?
Yeah.
Of the winner of the heat. That's not bad, but I reckon we can up the ante a little bit. It seems a little bit safe for me, like, big deal. 5 posts, like you're good mates. Here's what I'm thinking. The loser has to chair the winner to their post-heat interview.
He wanted to do that.
That's
I don't know
what
if
I
I
said.
could lift him, mate. I've had neck problems all my life.
Oh.
No, I'm up for it.
Oh, okay. I'm so over his whinging that I'm so ready to do it. So.
Shake on it.
Deal.
Okay, so the loser is going to chair the winner to the post-heat interview. That sounds good to me. Let's just reflect back quickly, just to give a little bit of insight. You guys have only just recently become really good mates.
Yeah,
but
you've always for years.
You've always had a good rivalry. It kind of started at J-Bay Otts. It's a heat that you don't stop talking about, even though you've had heats with perfect
J-Bay's
tens.
not too bad.
Are we really going to go to this?
All the way back to 2009, the semi-finals.
Can we get Richie Porter? I want a head judge up here because he says I got ripped off or ripped on.
He's been very favourable with the judges for a long time, and everyone knows it.
This is going to be a good battle.
There's the one in Portugal. Fair enough.
Yeah.
I hit out kind of down the beach and got a couple of scores that may have been overscored, and that was one heat I give you.
One heat he gives me.
1 out of 8. But
yeah, no, J-Bay he's pretty hard to beat at J-Bay. I don't really care about that one, but definitely...
We've heard about it for 10 years and you don't care about it right now on TV?
I love it.
This is the matchup for round 3 here at the Billabong Pipe Masters. The loser will be chairing the winner to the post-heat interview.
I'm going to need help.
Yeah, well,
you
mate, half the Tartar is here. I saw them down at Lele's last night.
See how much weight he's put on? I'm going to need help for sure. Are you kidding?
Yeah, you look pretty fit to me. But a lot of history between you two, and Kai, just the one win. That must hurt.
That was the one he got ripped on too.
One win only up there.
Only one man-on-man win.
Oh, they don't count 3-manners.
No one counts 3-manners. You've actually had a lot of heats too, 20 CT heats, but only 9 of them have been head-to-head. What we want to do now, though, is reflect on this year. I've got to say, there's been a lot of low points for you guys, but Kai, you've had some amazing results. You had a great string of quarterfinal finishes, starting with Fiji, and we've got some vision here. But you also
took wiping out, won't it?
Yeah, that's exactly what we're going to show. Everyone loves to see a bit of blood, but have a look at this. Just take us through that run of results.
Yeah, I mean, I basically was stinking it all year. The waves didn't really help.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, there's a definite chance I could have made it somewhere there.
Oh,
doubt it.
Look at him.
Look at me. Oh gosh. Yeah, that hurt. That was horrible. But yeah, I mean, I was stinking at the start of the year, and then I just had to pull my finger out. I love good waves, and their waves turned on a bit through that middle part of the year, and it helped me out.
You were still injured at this point too, so you're kind of pushing through some pain.
Yeah, definitely. I was in and out of the... Look how happy I am.
Look at that's a pain face right there.
That was round 3. It was a really, really good heat with... round 2 with Jadson Andre, and we both had... I think Jadson had like 2 9s as well. It was a really, really hard heat. Happy to get through it.
I struggle to see when you're happy and when you're sad sometimes.
Hey, it's just emotion in the moment, mate.
Well, Joel, come on, give him a chance. Joel, you've had a pretty interesting year too. I can't remember a year where you haven't got into some semi-finals and finals. We know it's been a long time since your last win, but just reflect on this year and tell us what's been going wrong.
No, I honestly
they stopped doing cutbacks this year.
Oh. I have no idea. You know, I've had some really average heats with waves, and I definitely aren't as motivated when the waves aren't good. You know, you have Fiji and this kind of stuff. You know, I love it, and when the waves are good, I'm kind of in the right frame of mind, and when the waves aren't, I'm not, and it's something I've got to get over. See this one, Otto? See this one? Look at that one, brother.
How much for this one? How much for this one?
I don't know. You remember the score odds?
Yeah, it was low 10.
Okay, perfect.
But you've had some highlights of your own, though.
Yeah, it definitely hasn't been a great year, but you know, just.
This is when Cuddies came back into vogue.
Keep telling me that's all I got.
Mate, we know that you're shaping up for a big season, Joel, and looking for a strong finish. Obviously, we've seen a lot of strong campaigns started on the back of
end,
the Billabong Pipe Masters.
Definitely, you know, I hope so. You know, we get a couple of good days of waves coming, and that's always what's getting me fired up. So hopefully get over him and get down to the end of the contest.
Love it. All right, well, we're going to keep the boys on show. We're going to talk about the World Title Showdown after the break. Stay with us. Welcome back. We are loving having round 3 rivals Joel Parkinson and Kai Otton on the show this morning in anticipation of a huge clash. The loser is going to chair the winner to their post-heat interview. It's going to be fun to watch. But Kai, we've also got an amazing world title showdown. First time we've had 6 surfers. Obviously, we lost Owen, which was a huge disappointment for him and for all of us. But still, the show continues and all the contenders still alive in the 3rd round. What are your thoughts?
My money's on Mick. I just think he's got it. I've never seen anyone prepare like him. I stayed with him this year with Joel in Fiji. He blew my mind. His preparation kind of woke me up a bit to what's actually needed to make heats, and he's a big moment surfer. I watched him surf a wave 3rd round at France. It was one of the most crazy things I've ever seen, to actually attack a wave with 10 seconds to go, needing, I think it was an 8 or more, and I just thought right then and there, that's his title.
Mick's the guy then for you, but who's his major threat in your eyes?
Obviously, it's Jamie. That's the if he gets through that heat, he wins the title. That's the only way it happens. That's the maths on it. So, yeah, he overcomes Jamie. You get so much confidence out of that.
Joel, what about for you as far as the world title, the other world title contenders for Mick? Obviously, you're backing Mick to win this thing as well.
Yeah, definitely on Mick's side for sure. But it seems to me like maybe the balls might be in all the other boys' courts right now. I think Philippe on adjusted points right now is the world #1. So But you forget about all that stuff, and because it doesn't matter until what happens out here over the next day and a half. And I think, as Kai said, mixed preparation and big game. He's a big match player, and he's been in this position before. I see Gabriel as the other big threat.
Yeah.
He's the guy I'd be really worried about. If Gabriel, the way the draw is, Gabriel's he's on a hard side, but he'll get through heats quite easily out here. He's one of the best guys. So between Mick and Gabby, I can see this going down to.
Okay, one other thing, mentally, what's Mick got to do to overcome Jamie? Because obviously there's a lot of talk about Jamie being the favourite in that heat. Does that change once priority comes into play and there's two guys sitting in a lineup?
Mick's, it's the hardest heat Jamie will probably ever surf too, I think you can't just say because Mick's paddling out a pipe against a pipe specialist it's an easy heat for Jamie. Mick is amazing out there as well, but Mick's strategy and heat plan, I'm sure Mick's probably thought about it 20 times. How do I beat this guy? And he's got 20 different game plans, and he'll find the right one in the right conditions.
Kai, in the past, it's been hard for younger surfers to break through with big results at the Pipe Masters. It's really been an event that experience has played a big factor in.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I know I see Gabby out here a lot. I haven't really seen Philippe out here that much this season. So, it's all experience. I mean, I've been coming to Hawaii for 12 years and I still really struggle to get a set on a crowded day at all. I don't actually free surf it that much anymore. I did when I was young.
You must have been stoked to get this one then in your heat.
Yeah, totally. I mean, that's just a dream, And I fluked that. I was third priority on the way back out, and that just happened to come to me. But, you just don't get waves that often out here, but you still have to sit out there. I remember hearing Rob Machado years ago say he just paddles out and he'll sit around, he'll watch where the good guys are taking off, he'll look in, get his lineups, even if he's not catching waves, he's putting time in out there. And I did that for a long time, and, I think it helps. And once priority comes into it, all the tour guys are really, really good at this wave, and once you get to paddle in where you want to paddle in, it's a different story.
We saw Freddie P get a 10-point ride earlier in the year. He dropped the mic and wrapped things up with his career. Joel, if you get a 10-point ride, are you going to stick around next year?
Oh, definitely. I'll be here, mate. I'm here for a few more years. As long as Old Bones is here and I'm kicking his butt, I'm here.
And this is CJ's 10-point ride from early on in the event. It's been fun watching CJ's lap of honour.
Absolutely. And I was so glad that he got a 10 at Tahiti. His two favourite waves, he's had a 10 at them both. So glad to see CJ do that.
Yeah. Very quickly, I just want to have a quick chat about the first heat of round 3. Gabriel Medina up against Geordie Smith. Geordie, we've missed him this year, obviously. We saw some of his power on display in the second round. How do you like Geordie's chances in that clash, Kai?
Look, he's going to have to go pretty hard. Depending on how much the swell comes in, the swell's going to be west. Geordie might find himself on his backhand. I've seen him tube ride very well, but Gabriel's got some kind of crazy movement in the tube and he seems to make the impossible. I've watched it through Fiji, through Tahiti. He's got to he can stay really low and he pumps really hard, and he seems to make unmakeable waves, and I think it's probably a bit more in his favour. Is
there going to be any backdoor opportunity, Joel, out there in the lineup if we do get competition underway today?
Upcoming swells sometimes always a little hard to find a good right, but they will be rare, but they will come. Hopefully, especially earlier on, I guess the swell when it's not too big yet, and there'll be a good right. And as Kai said, though, Gabriel's a freak. He'll go right too, So, well, there's going to be one of these. There's going to be one upset, and hopefully it's that one.
All right, boys. Well, great to have you on the show. Don't miss Heat 8 of Round 3. It's going to be a great battle between these two. Well, after the break, if you're watching on CBS Sports Network, make sure